and welcome. I decided to make this video because I feel like if you look up online information on how to actually unlock QB Naruto is what he's called online. You could also call him, I don't know, like Demon Naruto or Nine-Tailed Fox Naruto, I don't really know. But they call him QB Naruto online. Oh, I guess they call him it in this game as well. But if you want to unlock him, the information online is not very specific. It's kind of stupid. So if you're like me, you know, maybe you want an actual answer as to how to do this. So there's three things you have to do. So the very first thing you have to do is you have to unlock Rock Lee. And in order to do this, there's one very specific thing that you have to do. And there's conflicting sources online, but what you have to do is you have to play story mode. So there's two modes that are single player. There's like one player mode and there's story mode. I think there's also like survival mode, time attack. Ignore those. Story mode, go through the story and don't continue. That's it. Some sources say you have to beat story mode twice. That's not true. It's fake. Don't listen to them. They're wrong. Beat story mode, don't continue, which just means you have to win every fight without losing 2 rounds in a row. Or not in a row, but just 2 rounds, right? Just win every round, don't continue, and you'll do a fight against Rock Lee. And you have to beat him. I don't know what happens if you don't beat him, but if you don't beat him and you don't unlock him, just redo it, I guess. So I don't know if it's like if it just lets you redo it. I actually have no idea. But that's the first thing you have to do. So once that's done, the next thing you have to do is go to one player mode. Now that you have every character unlocked, you need to go and play one player mode with every character and just win. You don't have to do the no continue thing. You just have to play through one player mode with every character. And as you beat it with every character, you will, for each character that you beat it with, you will unlock a character file. And so you want to have every character file. Once you do it with every character, including Rock Lee, you will unlock Sound Test. Okay? Now that you have Sound Test, you can work towards unlocking QB Naruto. So what you have to do after this is beat one player mode again with every character again. So that's basically what you have to do. You have to play one player mode twice with every character just again, and the second time you beat one player mode with each character, you will now unlock their sound files. Okay, for each character, so it's the same thing. Do it again. All characters, including Rock Lee, and once you've succeeded in that, you will just unlock QB Naruto. In order to use him on the screen, you have to hit either X or Z when you're hovered over Naruto, and then it'll just allow you to use him. And that's basically it. So I've recorded footage of me playing with him here. This is what he looks like. This is what he does. I'm not gonna say I'm like amazing at the game or anything, but you know, the rest of this video I think is just gonna be footage of me going through story mode. One player mode with this character. But now you have the information. You know how to unlock him. So yeah. Well, actually, I guess I can go over his skills and the stuff that he does. He plays somewhat similarly to Naruto. I think he's faster. I think he's slightly stronger. I'm actually not even sure if he's actually faster, but he does do a lot of these swipe claw attacks. He's a lot more handsy, I suppose. But mostly the same. His like ultimate, whatever you want to call it, is different. His intro is different. His portrait is different. I don't know if I've shown his ultimate yet, but he basically does like a wild series of attacks where he just swipes and destroys. Let's see if I use it. No, I did a substitution instead. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting one because it doesn't like keep doing damage into the enemy. Instead, what it does is it will it'll attack towards. Here it is. So it attacks kind of towards him. Since he's in the corner, every one of those hits is gonna hit him. But they can actually, you can't actually miss with it with like individual attacks because they're not like, you know, they're not like locked into an animation as they are in some of the other ones. But yeah, at this point we've got 3 matches remaining. I didn't notice any voice line changes. Nobody says anything unique to QB Naruto. They just kind of say the same things they normally say. So it's a little disappointing, I guess, but is what it is. And he also doesn't say anything either. He just kind of yells a lot. That's kind of what he does. So obviously this is not the only character that's sort of unique to Clash of Ninja. There's another character that you can unlock named it's Kakashi, Sharingan Kakashi. You can unlock him. I'm probably gonna cover that in a separate video, although it's not really very complicated to unlock him after you've done this. So I'm gonna record footage of that and upload it. But yeah, the thing that just bothered me about this was I tried to figure this out online, and it was just like there's too many conflicting sources. I think there might be differences between different versions of the game as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, but this is obviously a GameCube. I believe it's GameCube exclusive. And it's just like, it's weird that there's so much conflicting information. Like I said, literally for Rock Lee, I've read online that some sources say you just have to beat story mode twice, which is just wrong. And that's on like GameFAQs or IGN or something, I swear. It's incorrect information. There's a lot of stuff that's just sourced from random users that has never been verified, which is interesting because it's like a little time capsule, you know, going back in time, and this is how the internet used to be. You just read something and you had no way of knowing if it was true or not because nobody would verify it, you know? And this is just the type of game that I guess people just don't really revisit super often. It's kind of a niche game. I guess it's because there's, you know, new versions of the game that come out and kind of make the old version somewhat obsolete, but I like looking at stuff like this, especially because you know, I was a huge Naruto fan as a kid, so this stuff is really interesting to me. And I didn't play it as a kid, and I kind of regret that. I feel like I would have had a good time. So now I collect some of these just to sort of relive my childhood, but yeah, you know. But that's basically it. I mean, it's a cool unlock, I guess. I kind of wish there was more to it. You know, I kind of wish the ultimate would sort of involve maybe the nine-tailed fox demon a little bit more. Maybe he'd be a little bit more faster. You know, he'd just kind of make it like an OP character or something. But they didn't do that. Obviously, I think at this point in the anime, this is just after the first arc when this came out. So they included Rock Lee in this, which is just what happened. So it's too early for there to be a lot of like really intricate references. So I understand that. It was just kind of like a little like Easter egg. Yeah, you can tell it's early because they're using this, which is like the ending theme for it's the first ending theme. I believe it's called Wind. A song called Wind. I love this song. Obviously this isn't actually that song, but I guess they didn't have the license for that song. But, yeah, you know, it's the same, like, animation, I guess. But it's very nostalgic for me. That song always made me sad, that outro. It's very sad. But yeah, I decided to just let the credits roll here. That's basically it. I don't know that there's much else to say here. I hope you enjoyed the video, or this helped somebody out. I don't know if you'd watch all the way to the end of this for any sort of reason. I don't know, I just recorded the whole thing, so, you know, why not fill up the time, I guess. But I do have a main channel if you want to check that out. I do Let's Plays traditionally, and just sort of other random content. I have a couple channels, but my main channel is called Antixessus. You want to look that up. This is the gameplay channel, so if you just take the gameplay out of the name for this, it's the same name. It's just without the gameplay, and you should find my main channel. But yeah. I will show the score for this, because the score for this was ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, look, it gave me 500,000 points, which is... Typically, it's difficult to get over, like, 100,000 points to 200,000, so 500,000 is an insane number of points. I don't know why it gave me that much, but it did. But that's it. Yeah, so it gave me Hokage rank, which I think is probably the highest rank. Alright, well, goodbye.